My beloved child, listen. Right now, before your mind wanders, before your thumb even thinks of scrolling, Michael is crying in heaven. Not whispering, not watching silently. He is crying. And the reason is you. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. This is not a random message. This is not coincidence. This is not appearing in your life by accident. Michael begged God to let you see this. Not tomorrow. Not later. Now. Because something has already been discovered about you. Something even you don't know yet. Stay till the end. Somewhere in this world, a millionaire froze mid-sentence. Not because of fear. Not because of loss. But because of recognition. He saw a name, a pattern, a detail, and everything stopped. Your life touched his world without you ever meeting him. Your energy crossed his path before your face ever did. Don't skip. He discovered that your struggle was not random. Your delays were not punishment. Your silence was not abandonment. It was preparation. Michael knew this moment would come. That's why he is crying. Because heaven saw how long you waited without answers. Stay with me. You have been underestimated quietly. Not loudly attacked. Not openly opposed, but silently delayed. And yet, everything meant for you kept circling back. That millionaire realized something shocking. Your name appears in a decision that will shift your timeline. Not a small change, a turning point. Something huge is waiting for you. Michael begged God because timing matters here. If you miss this awareness, you delay what is already aligning. This is why you felt restless lately, why your sleep changed, why old memories surfaced for no reason. It wasn't weakness. It was awakening. Don't skip. Someone noticed your resilience when you thought no one was watching. Someone saw your restraint when you could have reacted. Someone measured your patience when you felt invisible. And that observation triggered a discovery. The millionaire realized your value was never in noise. It was in endurance. Stay till the end. Michael cried because heaven rarely interferes this directly. But this moment required it. You were almost convinced nothing was changing. That's when everything shifted. A door is already open. You just haven't stepped into the awareness yet. This is why this message feels heavy. Why it feels personal. Why it feels impossible to ignore. Something huge is waiting for you. Not luck. Not fantasy. Alignment. The discovery wasn't about money alone. It was about influence, position, recognition that changes how people treat you. And once that switch flips, you won't chase anymore. Things will come to you. Don't skip. Michael cried because you almost gave up believing it mattered. But it always mattered. Your timing is precise. Your patience counted. Your silence was noticed. Stay till the end. What was hidden is being revealed. What was delayed is being released. What was underestimated is being elevated. This message found you because you are ready to receive it. Not emotionally, not mentally, but timely. And when you look back at this moment later, you'll realize this was the exact second everything began to change. Now listen closely, because this is where everything deepens. Part 2 begins not with noise, but with truth. Michael did not cry because of sadness alone. He cried because revelation carries weight. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. What the millionaire discovered was not written on paper. It was written in patterns, repeated moments, unusual delays that protected you instead of harming you. You thought certain doors closed because you were not enough, but heaven closed them because they were too small. Stay till the end. There was a time when you were almost pulled into the wrong direction. Wrong people, wrong promises, wrong timing. And something unseen intervened. Not loudly, not dramatically, quietly. That intervention is what the millionaire noticed. He realized your life resisted corruption without your awareness. Don't skip. You were spared from situations that destroyed others. Not because you were lucky, but because you were preserved. Michael watched this closely. That is why he cried. Because preservation always comes before elevation. Stay with me. You have felt moments where everything almost worked out. Almost. Not fully. That was not failure. That was calibration. Something huge is waiting for you. The discovery revealed that your name aligns with a future decision. A choice someone else will make. A door someone else will open. And you will walk through it without forcing anything. Don't skip. Your energy already introduced you before your arrival. Your reputation formed before your presence. That is rare. This is why people sometimes react strongly to you without reason. Why they respect you before knowing you, or misunderstand you without cause. It is impact without explanation. Stay till the end. Michael cried because you questioned your worth in silence. But heaven never questioned it once. You were not delayed. You were refined. You were not ignored. You were protected. And now, the waiting phase is thinning. Something huge is waiting for you. This is not the climax yet. This is the confirmation that you are still exactly where you need to be, and what is coming next will make sense of everything before it. Listen closely. This is where everything deepens. If you are still here, it means something inside you already knows this message is connected to you. Not generally, not emotionally, specifically. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. There was a moment in your life when things should have worked out faster. You remember that point clearly. The effort was real. The intention was pure. Yet the result stayed just out of reach. That delay was not failure. It was redirection. Michael saw the full picture while you only saw the waiting. He watched doors close not to reject you, but to protect what was meant to arrive later in a bigger form. Stay till the end. There is something rare about you that does not shout. It does not demand attention. It moves quietly. That is why people misunderstand you. They think silence means weakness. They think patience means lack of power. But the truth is different. Someone with influence noticed this difference. Not through conversation. Not through appearance. Through results that kept appearing around your name. Don't skip. The discovery that was made about you was not accidental. It was calculated, measured, verified. You were tested without knowing it, observed without being informed, and chosen without being consulted. This is why things started shifting internally before anything changed externally. Your mindset sharpened. Your tolerance dropped. Your clarity increased. That was preparation. Stay with me. Michael cried because he knew you almost stopped believing in unseen progress. You started questioning your worth in quiet moments, smiling outwardly while doubting inwardly. He saw that. And this is why heaven allowed this message to reach you now. Not earlier. Not later. Now. Something huge is waiting for you. The moment you stopped chasing validation is the moment alignment began. The moment you chose peace over proving is when doors started opening behind the scenes. You are closer than you think, closer than you feel, closer than logic suggests. Don't skip. Part 3 is about recognition, not applause, not noise. Recognition that shifts how people decide around you. You are stepping into a phase where your presence carries weight without explanation. Where your words land deeper, where your silence speaks louder. Stay till the end, because what comes next is not about hope anymore. It is about confirmation. Listen closely. This part changes everything. If you felt something pull you back just now, that was not imagination. That was alignment tightening around you. Do not skip. Something huge is waiting for you. There was a moment in your life when things slowed down suddenly, not because you failed, Not because you were late, but because something ahead of you needed precision. You were being positioned. People around you moved faster. Some jumped ahead. Some showed off progress. And you stayed still, questioning yourself in silence. That pause was intentional. Stay till the end. Behind the scenes, conversations were happening about you. Not gossip. Not noise. Serious discussions. Measured decisions. Your name carried weight even when your mouth stayed quiet. Someone noticed how you handled pressure without collapsing. How you stayed composed when others reacted emotionally. How you kept going when recognition was absent. That observation unlocked doors you never knocked on. Do not skip. This is where most people lose attention, but this is where truth arrives. The reason things did not happen earlier is because the version of you back then would not have handled what is coming now. You needed depth. You needed clarity. You needed restraint. And you earned all three. Stay with me. The shift you are feeling lately is not random motivation. It is confirmation. Your instincts sharpened. Your tolerance for nonsense dropped. Your vision became quieter but stronger. That is growth at its highest level. Something huge is waiting for you. There is a difference between being chosen loudly and being chosen carefully. You were chosen carefully. That is why nothing was rushed. That is why everything felt delayed. That is why this moment feels heavy but calm at the same time. Do not skip. When this unfolds, people will say it was sudden. They will not see the years of shaping behind it. But you will know. You will remember the nights you stayed steady, the days you stayed disciplined, the moments you almost quit but did not. Stay till the end. This part of your story is not about noise. It is about arrival. And once it starts moving, it will not stop. Now listen carefully. This is the turning point. Something shifted the moment you reached this part. Not later. Not after the video. Right now. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. What you are feeling is not curiosity anymore. It is recognition. A quiet knowing. A deep pull you cannot explain. That is because this message is no longer speaking about you. It is speaking to you. Stay till the end. Behind the scenes, decisions have already been discussed with your name involved. Not loudly. Not publicly. But seriously. You were not meant to hear about it yet. But timing accelerated. That is why this message feels urgent without being rushed. Calm without being casual. Strong without being aggressive. Don't skip. You were protected from knowing too early. Because knowing early would have broken your patience. And patience was the final requirement. Now that requirement is complete. Someone in power questioned an outcome. Someone rechecked a list. Someone paused and said, "Wait." That pause changed your trajectory. Stay with me. You have outgrown the version of life that kept testing you. The confusion phase is closing. The waiting phase is dissolving. This is why distractions tried to pull you away today. This is why scrolling feels tempting right now. Because the closer you get, the more resistance appears. Don't skip. What is coming does not need force. It needs awareness. Once you recognize it, alignment follows naturally. People respond differently. Opportunities feel smoother. Resistance fades without explanation. Stay till the end. This part matters because it seals something internally. Doubt leaves quietly. Confidence enters without noise. You stop asking, "Will it happen?" And start realizing, it already has. Something huge is waiting for you. And when it arrives fully, you will remember this moment. This exact point. When you chose to stay instead of scroll. This is not hype. This is confirmation. And you are exactly where you are supposed to be. Listen closely. This is where everything shifts. This is where the weight you have been carrying finally starts to make sense. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. You were never late. You were never forgotten. You were never overlooked by heaven. You were being positioned. There was a moment you do not even remember clearly. A decision you made quietly. A restraint you chose when reacting would have been easier. That moment was recorded. Stay till the end. This is why certain doors refuse to open earlier. Not to punish you, but to protect what was forming inside you. What is coming now requires a version of you that could only be built through waiting. Don't skip. Michael did not cry because of pain alone. He cried because the season you begged for is finally aligning, and you do not yet see how close it is. You felt the pressure increase lately. Not chaos. Pressure. Pressure only rises when something valuable is about to break through. Stay with me. There is a realization forming in the mind of someone influential. Someone who does not move emotionally. Someone who moves strategically. And your name is tied to a decision that will not be reversed once made. Something huge is waiting for you. This is why distractions tried to pull you away. This is why doubt tried to speak louder. This is why exhaustion came without warning. Those are not signs of failure. Those are signals of proximity. Don't skip. What you thought was silence was actually alignment happening quietly. What you thought was delay was timing correcting itself. You are stepping into a phase where explanation will no longer be necessary. Your results will speak first. Stay till the end. You are about to be treated differently, not because you demanded it, but because your presence now carries weight. This is the moment heaven has been preparing you for. And this is why Michael watched closely. Because once this begins, there is no return to the old version of your life. Now listen closely. This part matters more than you realize. Because what you are feeling right now is not curiosity. It is recognition. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. You did not arrive at this moment by accident. Every delay you endured. Every unanswered question. Every time you stayed silent when you could have walked away. All of it built toward this exact point. Stay till the end. There was a moment recently when you felt unusually calm for no reason. Almost as if something heavy quietly lifted. That was not random. That was alignment beginning. What you do not see yet is that decisions are already being made in your favor. Not loudly, not publicly, but precisely. Don't skip. Someone spoke your name in a room you have never entered. Not with doubt, with respect. Your past struggle became evidence. Your patience became proof. Your silence became strength. And this is why everything feels different now. Stay with me. You were never meant to fight loudly for your place. You were meant to arrive undeniable. That is why doors you thought were closed are suddenly quiet instead of locked. That is why people who ignored you are thinking about you now. Something huge is waiting for you. You are stepping into a phase where effort feels lighter, where resistance fades, where answers arrive without chasing them. Don't skip. This part of your story is not about survival anymore. It is about recognition. Recognition of who you are. Recognition of what you carry. Recognition of why it had to take this long. Stay till the end. Soon, a conversation will happen that feels casual but changes everything. A message will arrive that feels small but shifts your direction. A realization will hit you that makes your past finally make sense. And when that happens, you will remember this moment. Because this is the point where waiting turns into movement. Where hoping turns into receiving. Where almost becomes finally. Don't skip. You are closer than you think. Closer than you have ever been. And what is coming will not need force. It will arrive because it belongs to you. Listen carefully. This is where everything changes. Not loudly. Not suddenly. But permanently. Stay with me. Something huge is waiting for you. Up to now, you thought the hardest part was the waiting. But the truth is deeper. The hardest part was becoming the person who could hold what is coming without losing themselves. Don't skip. There was a moment in your past when you almost chose differently. You do not talk about it. You barely remember it. But heaven remembers. That single decision protected your future. You were being watched in silence. Not judged. Measured. Measured for patience. Measured for restraint. Measured for how you treated people when no reward followed. Stay till the end. This is why progress felt slow. Because speed would have broken you back then. So timing protected you. Now something has shifted. People who ignored you before are suddenly curious. Opportunities that felt distant now feel close. Conversations are changing tone. This is not imagination. This is alignment. Don't skip. You are entering a season where explanations are no longer required. Your presence will speak. Your consistency will answer. Your results will explain everything. Something huge is waiting for you. What makes this moment powerful is not what you gain. It is what you no longer have to prove. You no longer need approval to move forward. You no longer need permission to rise. Stay with me. The people who doubted you are about to witness clarity. Not drama. Not confrontation. Clarity. And clarity is unstoppable. This is why distractions tried to pull you away. Because focus here changes everything. Don't skip. You are closer than you think. Closer than your fear admits. Closer than your past allows you to believe. This part of the journey is quiet, but powerful. Stay till the end. Because when this unfolds fully, you will look back at this exact moment and realize this was not just another part of a video. This was the moment your direction locked in. Listen closely. This is the moment where everything tightens. Where the story stops circling and starts landing. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. Up to now, you were surviving on patience. Quiet patience. Invisible patience. The kind nobody applauds. But here is the truth that changes everything. Your patience was being recorded. Not written down. Not spoken aloud. But measured. Every time you stayed calm when you could have exploded. Every time you stayed silent when you deserved to be heard. Every time you chose dignity over reaction. That counted. Stay till the end. This is where most people misunderstand destiny. They think the big shift comes with noise, with announcements, with drama. Yours comes with recognition. A realization is forming right now, not in your mind, in the environment around you. People are starting to feel your absence differently, your presence differently, your value differently. Don't skip. You were never late. You were being aligned. There was a reason certain doors stayed closed. A reason certain paths felt blocked. A reason certain people drifted away without explanation. They could not go where you are going next. Something huge is waiting for you. This part of your life is not about struggle anymore. It is about positioning. You are being placed where effort meets reward. Where silence turns into influence. Where waiting turns into arrival. Stay with me. The energy around you is changing because you changed first. Quietly. Internally. Without announcing it to the world. That is why this moment feels different. Heavier. Sharper. More real. Don't skip. What is coming will not rush you. It will recognize you. You will not have to convince. You will not have to chase. You will not have to explain who you are. Your consistency already spoke. Stay till the end. This is the stage where things stop being taken from you and start being handed to you. Not because you asked, but because you are ready. Remember this part. Because later, when everything shifts, this will be the moment you realize. You were never forgotten. You were being prepared. Stay with me. This part is different. This part is where the weight shifts. If you felt something pulling you back into this video, that was not habit. That was alignment. Do not skip. Something huge is waiting for you. Up to now, you were being shaped quietly, not loudly celebrated, not publicly defended, just shaped. Every delay trained your discernment. Every silence refined your strength. Every unanswered moment sharpened your intuition. And now, that preparation is no longer hidden. Stay till the end. There is a reason this part feels heavier than the rest. Because this is where the truth lands. You were never late. You were being timed. Someone powerful recognized a pattern connected to you. Not your face. Not your voice. Your impact. They noticed that whenever your name entered a space, outcomes changed. Decisions softened. Resistance weakened. Doors loosened. This is not exaggeration. This is recognition. Do not skip. You are entering a phase where effort stops being the proof. Presence becomes the proof. People will begin to listen differently. Not because you speak louder, but because your words now carry weight. Stay with me. What once required explanation will soon require confirmation. What once required chasing will soon require selection. This is why your energy has felt unfamiliar lately. You are outgrowing the version of yourself that struggled silently. Something huge is waiting for you. The shift is subtle but permanent. You will notice it in how conversations change, in how opportunities appear without force, in how respect shows up unannounced. Do not skip. This is not a peak moment. This is a threshold. Once you cross it, you will not go back to being overlooked. Not because you demand attention, but because your presence commands it. Stay till the end. You are not becoming someone new. You are finally being seen as who you already were. And when this unfolds fully, you will remember this part. This exact moment. As the point where everything turned. Pause. Not with your finger. With your heart. Because this is where most people lose the message. And this is where you will not. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. Up to now, you thought the delay was denial. You thought the silence meant nothing was happening. You told yourself to be patient without knowing why. But here is the truth that changes everything. What was happening was invisible on purpose. The shift around you did not start outside. It started in places you could not measure. Decisions were forming before conversations existed. Doors were aligning before you even knew their names. Stay till the end. There was a moment recently when you almost gave in to doubt. You smiled on the outside, but inside, you questioned your own worth. That moment mattered more than you realize. Because that was the exact moment the balance turned. Michael wept not because you were weak, but because you stayed kind when bitterness would have been easier. You stayed quiet when proving yourself would have been tempting. And heaven noticed restraint. Don't skip. What is coming does not rush. It arrives with precision. That is why it feels slow. That is why it feels heavy. That is why this message feels like it is speaking directly to you. Because it is. Someone with influence sensed your presence before knowing your story. Someone with power felt your impact before hearing your voice. Someone with resources recognized your value before you saw it yourself. Something huge is waiting for you. This is not about sudden noise. It is about permanent change. You are stepping into a phase where effort begins to echo, where intentions return multiplied, where people treat you differently without knowing why. Stay with me. The next chapter of your life will not need explanation. It will make sense on its own. What once felt like rejection will reveal itself as protection. What once felt like loss will show itself as redirection. And when it happens, you will remember this moment. Don't skip. You were not late. You were being prepared for something that lasts. This is why you are still here. This is why the message continues. This is why your spirit refuses to scroll away. Because deep down, you already know. Something huge is waiting for you. Listen closely. This part is quiet on the surface, but powerful underneath. The kind of power that makes people pause without knowing why. Stay tuned. Something huge is still waiting for you. You did not come this far by accident. Every delay shaped you. Every unanswered question strengthened you. Every moment you thought nothing was happening was actually a moment of positioning. Do not skip. There is a difference between being ignored and being protected. You were protected. While others rushed ahead without wisdom, you were held back for clarity. While others spoke too early, you learned silence. And now, that silence is about to speak for you. Stay till the end. The shift you are feeling is not emotional. It is structural. Your life is rearranging behind the scenes. Not loudly, not dramatically, but precisely. Someone recently realized your absence created a gap, a space only you were meant to fill. They felt it before they understood it. Do not skip. You are entering a phase where effort will finally meet recognition. Not forced, not begged for, but naturally given. What once felt heavy will start feeling lighter. What once felt distant will come closer. What once felt impossible will suddenly feel normal. Stay tuned. This is not the end of your waiting. It is the end of your confusion. You are about to understand why things happened the way they did. Why certain doors closed. Why certain people disappeared. Why certain answers never came. Everything had a reason. Do not skip. You are being shaped for a moment that requires calm strength, clear vision, unshakable presence. And that moment is approaching quietly. Stay till the end. The next chapter of your life will not need explanation. People will feel it when you enter a room. They will sense it when you speak. They will recognize it even if they cannot name it. Something huge is waiting for you. And when it arrives, you will not be surprised. You will simply nod and think, so this is why I had to wait. Pause. Do not move. This part is where everything quietly changes. If you have stayed this long, it is because something inside you already knows this is not ordinary. Do not skip. Something huge is waiting for you. There was a moment recently when you felt tired for no clear reason. Not physical tiredness. Soul tiredness. That was not weakness. That was the final stretch before release. Stay till the end. What you are stepping into now is not loud. It is not dramatic. It is precise. It is intentional. And it is already in motion. Someone made a decision without knowing your face, but knowing your impact. A decision that connects directly to your future position. Not just improvement. Elevation. This is why old doors closed without explanation. This is why certain people drifted away without conflict. They were not meant to cross into what comes next with you. Do not skip. Part 13 is where the truth settles in. You were never late. You were being timed. Everything that slowed you down was aligning you with the exact moment where your value would be recognized without you begging for it. Without you proving yourself again. Without you shrinking. Stay with me. You are not about to chase anything. What is meant for you is already searching for alignment. Already adjusting. Already clearing space. Something huge is waiting for you. This phase does not begin with noise. It begins with clarity. Sudden calm. A quiet confidence you did not force. You will notice people listening more closely. Pausing when you speak. Reconsidering you. That shift is real. Do not skip. You were protected from moving too early. From choosing too small. From settling for less than what matched your depth. Now the pace changes. Opportunities will feel natural instead of heavy. Connections will feel aligned instead of confusing. Your voice will feel steady instead of questioned. Stay till the end. This is not a coincidence chapter. This is the confirmation chapter. Everything before this trained you. Everything after this responds to you. Something huge is waiting for you, and you are finally ready to meet it without fear. This part is quiet, but powerful. If you blink mentally, you miss it. Stay with me. Something huge is waiting for you. There is a reason you reached this point in the video. Many started. Few arrived here. That alone says something about you. You have a pattern. You stay when others leave. You listen when others rush. You feel when others numb themselves. Do not skip. This is where the truth tightens. What you thought was patience was actually training. What you thought was delay was actually alignment. What you thought was silence was protection working quietly. You were never behind. You were being positioned. Stay till the end. Some people are chosen loudly. Applause, attention, noise. But you were chosen differently. In stillness. In pressure. In moments where only your character showed. That is why this next phase feels unfamiliar. Because it was never meant to resemble your past. Do not skip. Right now, your name carries weight in rooms you have never entered. Your story is being referenced without you speaking. Your consistency is being measured without you knowing. This is not imagination. This is momentum forming. Something huge is waiting for you. Announcement felt an internal shift recently. Less fear. More clarity. A strange calm even when things are unfinished. That calm is confirmation. Stay with me. What is about to open does not need force. It responds to readiness. And readiness is exactly where you are now. You were not built for quick wins. You were built for lasting impact. Do not skip. The reason this part matters is simple. From here forward, your reactions shape results. Your words shape access. Your focus shapes speed. Everything begins to respond faster now. Stay till the end. You are stepping into a phase where effort feels lighter, but consequences feel stronger. That means alignment has begun. This is why distractions tried harder recently. This is why doubt whispered louder before now. Because once this locks in, reversal becomes difficult. Something huge is waiting for you. Let this part anchor you. No rushing. No forcing. Just presence. You do not need to announce anything. You do not need approval. You do not need permission. You only need to continue. Stay with me. Because from this moment onward, nothing about your journey is accidental anymore. Pause your breath for a second. This part is not noise. This part is the shift. Stay tuned. Something huge is waiting for you. There is a reason you are still here at part 15. Not curiosity. Not habit. Alignment. Most people leave before this moment. You didn't. Don't skip. What is unfolding now is subtle but powerful. Not loud. Not dramatic. Precise. Heaven does not rush. It positions. Michael saw something forming around you that could not be spoken too early. That is why silence surrounded you for so long. Not rejection. Protection. Stay till the end. You were being shaped while others were being distracted. You were being refined while others were being entertained. You were being strengthened while others were being applauded. This is why your breakthrough looks different. Something huge is waiting for you. The turning point is not in the future anymore. It is approaching your present. Quietly. Decisively. People who once overlooked you will soon pause when your name is mentioned. Not because you changed who you are. Because they finally see who you always were. Don't skip. This part exists to anchor you. To steady your heart. To prepare your mind for the recognition ahead. You are not late. You are precise. The weight you carried was not random. It was calibration. Stay till the end. What comes next will require calm confidence. Not panic. Not doubt. Certainty. And that certainty begins here. Something huge is waiting for you. When this season ends, you will not need to explain yourself. Your results will speak. Your presence will answer. Your timing will make sense. This is the moment people remember. And later, when they ask how it happened, You will remember this part. Listen closely. This part is different. This part carries weight. Do not skip. Something huge is waiting for you. Right now, there is a shift happening behind the scenes of your life. Not loud, not dramatic, but precise. You may feel calm on the outside, yet something inside you has been alert lately. That is not anxiety. That is awareness waking up. Stay till the end. You were not meant to arrive early. You were not meant to rush. You were meant to arrive exactly when everything was ready to recognize you. This is why delays followed you. This is why shortcuts never worked. This is why every wrong door closed quickly. Do not skip. Someone recently spoke your name in a room you were never invited to. Not with doubt, with respect. That moment changed how your future is being discussed. You have been rising without announcement, growing without applause, strengthening without validation. And that is why this moment matters. Stay with me. There is a version of your life that almost happened. Smaller, quieter, compromised. But you refused it without even knowing. Your consistency protected you. Your restraint preserved you. Your patience positioned you. Something huge is waiting for you. This part of the journey is not about proof. It is about alignment. You no longer need to convince anyone. Your presence will do that for you. Do not skip. People who overlooked you are beginning to adjust their tone. Opportunities that ignored you are circling back. Doors that stayed silent are unlocking quietly. This is not chance. This is timing responding to readiness. Stay till the end. You are stepping into a phase where effort feels lighter, where resistance fades, where clarity replaces confusion. Not because life got easier, but because you got stronger. Remember this moment, because soon, you will look back and realize this was the turning point. Something huge is waiting for you. Hold this awareness. Carry it calmly. Move forward without noise. What is coming does not need announcement. It only needs your presence. And you are ready. Pause your breath for a second. This is not the middle anymore. This is the turning point. If you have stayed till here, it is because something inside you already knows this part matters more than all the others. Do not skip. Something huge is waiting for you. Right now, the energy around your life is shifting quietly. Not loudly, not dramatically, but permanently. What you are feeling lately is not confusion. It is alignment catching up with you. Stay till the end. There was a moment in your past when you almost chose a different path. You did not realize it then, but that pause saved your future. Someone above saw what you could not see yet. This is why doors closed without explanation. This is why people walked away without reasons. This is why plans collapsed at the last minute. It was not rejection. It was redirection. Do not skip. The reason this part is powerful is simple. Everything before this prepared you for what comes after this. Nothing was wasted. Nothing was accidental. Even your tears counted. Right now, something unseen is rearranging your position. Not your location, your position. How people see you is about to change. How decisions include you is about to change. How opportunities respond to you is about to change. Stay till the end. You were never meant to arrive early. You were meant to arrive exactly on time. That is why patience was forced into your life. That is why silence trained you. That is why waiting shaped you. Most people collapse in the waiting season. You survived it. Do not skip. Something huge is waiting for you. There is a reason you are still standing while others faded away. There is a reason your name keeps resurfacing in places you cannot see. There is a reason your story refuses to end quietly. This chapter is not about proving anything anymore. It is about receiving. Stay till the end. Soon, you will notice small signs first. A call, a message, a sudden shift in tone from someone who once ignored you. Do not dismiss it. Those are confirmations. The universe always whispers before it moves loudly. Do not skip. You are entering a phase where effort brings multiplied results, where one decision changes years, where one connection unlocks many doors. This is not hype. This is timing. And timing is everything. Stay till the end. Remember this moment. Remember how this part made you feel. Because later, when things fall into place, this will make sense. You were never late. You were being prepared. Something huge is waiting for you, and you are closer than you think. Listen closely. This part is different. This part is softer, deeper, heavier in meaning. If you are still here, it means something inside you already knows. You felt it before the words began. Do not skip. Something huge is waiting for you. There comes a moment in life when noise fades, not because the world becomes silent, but because clarity finally arrives. This is that moment. You were never late. You were never forgotten. You were never overlooked by accident. Everything unfolded in sequence, even when it felt painfully slow. Stay till the end. Right now, something unseen is aligning around you. Not loudly, not dramatically, but precisely. The kind of precision that only happens when timing is perfect. You may have questioned your worth in quiet moments, wondered why recognition took so long, why doors stayed closed when you were ready to walk through them. But here is the truth. Those delays protected you. They shaped you. They prepared you to hold what is now approaching. Do not skip. This part of your story is not about struggle anymore. It is about understanding. Understanding why you endured. Understanding why you stayed calm when others rushed. Understanding why you kept going even when applause never came. That strength was noted. Someone noticed the way you carried pressure without breaking. The way you stayed grounded while others lost direction. The way you kept your values intact when shortcuts tempted you. Stay with me. This recognition is not random. It is the result of accumulated moments you thought did not matter. Every quiet decision. Every restrained reaction. Every night you chose patience over panic. Something huge is waiting for you. Not a sudden miracle, but a shift so real that life starts responding differently. People listen more. Opportunities feel closer. Paths open without force. This is what alignment feels like. Do not skip. You are stepping into a phase where your presence speaks before words do. Where respect arrives naturally. Where effort finally meets momentum. This is why this message holds weight. Why it feels personal. Why it feels impossible to ignore. Stay till the end. You are not becoming someone new. You are being revealed as who you always were. The waiting season is closing. The recognition season is beginning. And later, when you reflect on this moment, you will realize this was not just another part. This was the turning point. Listen closely. This is the moment everything tightens. The silence before the shift. Do not skip. Something huge is waiting for you. You did not arrive here by chance. You were carried here by timing, by alignment, by a quiet decision made far beyond what you could see. Stay with me. There is a reason your focus sharpened today. A reason distractions failed. A reason this part feels heavier than the rest. This is the crossing point. What was hidden is no longer hidden. What was delayed is no longer delayed. What was watching from a distance has stepped closer. Do not skip. You were tested without knowing it, measured without being told, chosen before you were informed. And now the awareness catches up. Someone powerful recognized a pattern around you. Not your face, not your voice, your consistency. That recognition changed a decision already made. Stay till the end. This is not about noise. It is about gravity, the kind that pulls outcomes toward you without effort. You are entering a phase where resistance fades, where explanations become unnecessary, where results speak first. Something huge is waiting for you. This part matters because it seals the understanding. You were never late. You were being positioned. Every pause refined you. Every delay redirected you. Every unanswered moment protected you. Do not skip. You are not chasing anymore. You are being approached. Opportunities recognize you now. People feel your presence before they understand it. Doors respond faster than questions. Stay with me. This is the shift you sensed but could not explain. The calm before acceleration. The stillness before movement. You are ready because you stayed. You endured. You did not fold when it would have been easier. Something huge is waiting for you. Remember this moment. Because later, when things move quickly, this will be the point you trace it back to. Stay till the end. Part 19 is not loud. It is decisive. And once this settles in, nothing returns to the old pace again. Pause. Right here. This is not the ending. This is the turning point. Stay with me. Something huge is waiting for you. You did not come this far by accident. Every moment before this trained your spirit to recognize what others miss. That is why this part feels different. Heavier. Sharper. Closer. Do not skip. There is a reason this message did not release everything at once. Truth unfolds in layers, and you are now at the layer reserved for the strong ones, the ones who stayed, the ones who listened when silence was loud. Michael is no longer crying in this moment. He is watching, because what you are about to understand changes how you see yourself forever. Stay till the end. What was hidden from you was not taken. It was protected. Protected until your mind could hold it without fear. Protected until your heart could receive it without doubt. You were never late. Others were early without purpose. Do not skip. There is a quiet power awakening in you now. Not excitement. Not noise. Clarity. This is why distractions have been falling away. Why certain people drifted without explanation. Why old desires no longer satisfy you. You outgrew the version of life that could not hold you. Something huge is waiting for you. The discovery that shook that millionaire was not about numbers. It was about alignment. About how some people walk through storms without breaking and come out carrying answers for others. You are one of those people. Stay with me. This part exists because you are ready to stop asking when. Ready to stop chasing signs. Ready to recognize that the door has been open longer than you realized. Do not skip. What happens next does not arrive loudly. It settles. It roots itself. It becomes permanent. You are stepping into a season where your presence changes rooms without effort, where respect replaces explanation, where opportunities come already prepared. Something huge is waiting for you. Michael's tears were not sorrow. They were relief, because heaven finally saw you stand without shrinking. This is the moment your patience becomes proof. Your endurance becomes elevation. Your silence becomes authority. Stay till the end. If you feel calm right now, that is confirmation. If you feel still, that is alignment. If you feel seen, that is truth. You did not miss anything. Nothing passed you by. Everything arrived exactly when you became ready to receive it. Do not skip. From this point forward, life responds differently to you. Not because you changed the world, but because you finally recognized who you are in it. Something huge is waiting for you. And now, you are ready for it. Pause right here. Feel this moment. Because this part changes everything. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. Up to now, you were walking without confirmation. You moved forward without applause. You stayed strong without reassurance. And heaven watched silently. Michael did not cry because you were weak. Michael cried because you stayed strong longer than anyone ever expected. Stay till the end. There was a moment recently when you questioned yourself. Not loudly, not dramatically, quietly. You wondered if your efforts still mattered, if your patience still had purpose, if anyone truly saw you. That moment was recorded. Not on earth. Above it. Don't skip. This is where the shift begins. Not later. Not someday. Here. The reason this part matters is simple. The waiting phase is closing. You are stepping out of endurance mode and into recognition mode. Everything about your energy is changing. Stay with me. People will start responding differently to you. Opportunities will sound clearer. Conversations will feel intentional instead of accidental. This is not imagination. This is alignment. Something huge is waiting for you. Michael cried because this level of transition is rare. It happens only when someone refuses to break even when breaking would have been understandable. That was you. Don't skip. You were tested in silence so you could be trusted in influence. What comes next will not need explanation. It will speak for itself. The doors opening will not ask for permission. They will recognize you. Stay till the end. You are not catching up anymore. Others will start adjusting to your pace. What once felt delayed will suddenly feel perfectly timed. And when it starts happening, you will remember this moment, this part, this message, this shift. Something huge is waiting for you. Hold steady. The story is turning in your favor now.